Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing? Excellent, excellent. Welcome to Sony's NAB2019 press conference. Thank you all for joining us here today in person and online. I am personally excited because it is our first NAB as Sony's Imaging Products and Solutions Americas. We're bringing together the power of the Digital Imaging Group and Professional Solutions business under one umbrella. I'm sure you'll all agree that was some pretty amazing content we just saw. You just experienced the power of 8K 120p high dynamic range video using our UHC 8300 in Hawaii and during the National Hot Rod Association's race in Florida. Additionally, you saw impressive footage that was shot in 6K full frame at 60 frames per second at this year's Rio Carnival with our Venice camera. It was filmed in with anamorphic lenses and produced in 8K CinemaScope 60p content. Not only does the footage look spectacular, but it really comes to life with our increased immersion on our limitless crystal LED display system, seen here in 8K by 4K configuration.
Thank you, Neil. At Sony, we understand the media industry is rapidly changing, and we understand how these changes are impacting our customers. With the advent of OTT and increased programming options that are available virtually anytime, anywhere, on any platform. At NAB, we'll demonstrate our IP Live solution and our recently launched Intelligent Media Services. To tell you more and provide real-world examples, I'd like to welcome the head of our media business, John Studdert.
Thank you. Thank you, Teresa, and good afternoon, everyone. It has been over 1 year since our flagship Venice camera was introduced. The great market acceptance it has enjoyed can be attributed to the beautiful imagery captured using its full-frame sensor and the easy-to-navigate user interface that directly reflects the voice of industry-leading DPs and camera operators. One of the most notable being James Cameron, whose feedback drove us to create the Venice extension system, which enables cinematographers to shoot in very tight spaces. Our next version release, version 4.0, will be available in June. It will further improve the shooting experience for DPs. It will enable 100 frames per second in 4K Super 35 and 60 frames per second in 6K full frame. Additionally, it will support live shading using SMPTE fiber connection between Venice and the CCU, allowing for multi-camera drama production and for live sports and entertainment. Black News Channel, which will be headquartered in Tallahassee, Florida, and is scheduled to launch November 2019, is the latest broadcast facility to use Sony's IMS solutions. Here to tell us more about the mission of Black News Channel is the former Oklahoma Sooner superstar quarterback, CFLer, congressman, and now one of the founders and chairman of the network, the Honorable J.C. Watts. J.C., welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did y'all put Junior on that, please? I am delighted to be with you this afternoon. I am thrilled that Sony and their team would think enough of my team and the BNC, the Black News Channel, that we are a news channel that is culturally specific to the African American community. That we've got Sony as a partner to take us into this future that we are so, thank you very much. John, thank you.
Great job. So first, we're thrilled to be part of your journey. Next, I do remember A-Track, and you can see why. Thank you, JC. Production companies seeking a new workflow have landed on Sony's C Media Cloud. Its logging and collaborative tools are recognized to be the most advanced and yet very easy to use. The on-ramp for cloud service is IP, and when it comes to creating a new IP SMPTE ST2110 based production facility and 4K HDR, Sony is the market leader. Sony's XVS production switcher supports ST2110 in HD and now in 4K. We will also incorporate ST2110 4K into our existing product lineup, including the HDCU 4300 and the PWS server. The XVS 9000 switcher supports IP and 12G SDI in 4K and HDR, as well as hybrid systems for large sports and entertainment events. To better integrate our IP live systems with legacy systems, we are launching two new IP gateway cards, the IP50Y and the IP51Y. They both act as baseband IP converters with a frame synchronizer. Future options will include up-down conversion and SDR-HDR conversion. IP is enabling resource sharing across multiple locations, and our new Live Element Orchestrator orchestrates the system configuration, executing and intuitively managing Sony and third-party systems. This solution also monitors the entire IP system, and if there's an issue, it sends an alert so that immediate action can be taken. More and more content is being integrated in 4K HDR. The new trimester BVM HX310 reference monitor supports industry-standard brightness of up to 1,000 nits in full screen and a 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio for HDR productions. The BVM HX310 is now endorsed and approved by major industry leaders for mastering 4K HDR content. And now, the latest and arguably the most important component of an IP and HDR production system, studio cameras. At IBC, we introduced the HDC 3500. Equipped with the world's first 4K global shutter sensor, this camera system outputs 4K and HD HDR with a very low signal-to-noise ratio. Sony's IP-based HDC cameras and XVS switchers are at the core of a major greenfield IP broadcast facility located at the Hudson Yards in New York City. I don't know if anyone can guess what that is, but I'll leave it to your imagination. Sony's system cameras cover all the needs of sports, live events, and studio productions. The massive adoption of HDC cameras by every major sports league is a testament to the quality of our HDC cameras. At the big football game in Atlanta, the latest addition to our camera lineup, the HDC P50, was featured. The P50 is a compact camera that outputs 4K and HD HDR video directly from the camera body for use in aerial and wireless POV applications. It will also support up to 6 times HD high frame rate with its next software release. I'm pleased to announce the newest member to the HDC family, the big brother to the HDC 3500, the HDC 5500. This camera is designed to easily handle the most complex live productions, giving the director full artistic freedom to create the best possible show. It is also equipped with the world's first 4K 3-chip global shutter sensor, a newly developed prism that achieves ITU-R BT 2020 color space, high dynamic range, and extraordinarily high sensitivity with low noise. It will achieve up to 8 times HD and 2 times 4K HFR with a portable license that will be coming in the near future. The HDC 5500 paired with the new HDCU 5500 CCU features ultra-high bit rate transmission over fiber. New camera control unit will have onboard ISO recording. This innovative recording feature will provide expanded flexibility for live production workflow. It enables the creation of pristine 4K images and multiple simultaneous 4K signal paths. These images are output over 12G SDI and IP ST2110. Here to tell you more is Pat Sullivan, founder and president of Game Creek Video. Pat? Thanks, Pat. I'm going to step down here.
Thank you very much. Is this guy on? Oh, there we go. I'm a TV guy, not an audio guy. It's a great honor to be here. Thank you very much to Sony for inviting us to participate. Since we took the first delivery in the United States of the HTC 1500 back in 2004, and we followed that with the world's first HTC 4300 in 2015. At 48 units, we're excited to say that this is the largest order in our company's history. All of us at Game Creek are very proud of the special partnership we have with Sony. Thank you.
First, I'll take this. There you go. And we'll send this over here. I'd like to also add, this is the largest order in Sony North America's history for studio cameras. So Pat, thank you so much for your friendship and for being such a great business partner. Thank you. Please welcome to the stage the man whose vision has provided us with so many great breakthrough products over the years, including this one to unveil the new HTC 5500. Kiriyama-san, please join me on stage. Using our new cameras, including the HTC 5500 and the HTC P50. Before you tour the booth, I want to highlight our stage schedule. We thank you for joining us and have a great show. Thank you very much.